What's going on YouTube? It's Gemini G7. We're back with another video. But man, this journey here this past week working here is very dangerous. So I want to show you some pictures of my truck, okay, and show you what happened. So I can see the top of the truck, on top of the box of the head rack got scratched up a little bit. You see a little, like it's kind of darkish, kind of grayish kind of deal. The back of the top, actually on my truck, nothing wrong, but the box got a little scuffed up a little bit. The door is okay. You can see the black markings when the lumber hit the head rack. But anyhow, let me show you some pictures of this right here. And as you guys can see, Mason, as you guys can see, it was a very dangerous. This happened a couple days ago. And now it's weekend, you know, so I'm off now. But man, I'm just thankful to be alive. Yes, I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for buying a head rack to save my butt. And it was just rough, you know. What happened was the car that I was in the far left lane, and I had to make a left to do a pop a U in the ramp to get back on another interstate highway to head to Paris, Texas from Antlers, Oklahoma. As I was on the left lane, you know, getting ready to go, we were going by at least 60, 65 miles per hour, almost 70. The car went in front of me, cut in front of me off. I had to slam my brakes because that scared the crap out of me. Slammed my brakes, and he got on that ramp, the exit that I was about to get off, and I missed him about a foot, 1 foot, man. And this bumper here that I got in my truck is not cheap. This bumper here costs $3,800. $3,800 for this bumper here, okay? And I don't know what happened to this bumper. I paid a lot of money for this bumper. And all right, you know, I kind of screwed up my other bumper, my OEM bumper, in the past, you know, last year in the summertime. So I already bought this bumper, and I love this bumper, and I don't want to have to the truck in general or my bumper, you know. But the head rack, man, if it wasn't for that head rack, I don't know what would happen to me right now. I probably wouldn't be alive. Because if it wasn't for that head rack, man, those lumbers, man, it's some weight, man. Because I was like 78,700 pounds. Going 65 miles per hour, and that had to be just like that, cut in front of me just like that, and exit the same exit that I was about to get off, and nearly killed me. Okay, if it wasn't for this head rack, I wouldn't be alive right now. As you guys can see, this yesterday after I did my last load on Friday, I want to go ahead and swing by Chrome World over there in Baytown, and Mr. Ali hooked me up. And I called him yesterday, yesterday early in the morning, and said, hey, I'm about to do this load. I'll be in Conroe delivering this load, and I'll be dropping my trailer up and heading out of your directions. You got time to squeeze me in to help me get my things fixed. And I showed him the pictures of what happened that day, and he was blown away at what happened. That had happened to me. You know what I mean? So this box here is not cheap too. I paid $3,800 for this box, about $2,800 for that front bumper. Did I say the price wrong on the front bumper? Yeah, I paid $28. It wasn't $3,800 for the bumper. It was $2,800, almost $3,000 for that front bumper. For sure, the box cost $3,800. But there are other head racks, cheaper ones, like $800 to $1,000. But I need a box to store my stuff for my equipment. So that's why I bought this box here, so I can store my equipment, you know, and carry extra supplies when I need to do my loads. But this box here saved my butt. Okay, it saved my butt. If it wasn't for this box, man, that lumber probably went through my truck and probably killed me. Okay, it could have went through behind my truck, go inside, and go through the center console, the passenger side, and the driver's side, and probably killed me. And I wouldn't even be here to this day if it wasn't for this head rack. Okay, but I was able to drop my trailer, pull my truck forward, get on top of my wheels here and around the fifth wheel, and get the hammer and just start banging and pushing all the lumber back as far as I could. Now, there, like the center, the two top bundles of the lumber load moved. The ones on the bottom of the lumber load didn't move. The one on top, it moved, but when I was fixing it, pushing it back, right there in the middle, between the left and the right of the lumber load, I couldn't bang it in. So all the rest of it, I was able to push everything back. So the ones in the middle were like right here. The wood was sticking up to this here. Obviously, this is where it's flush at, right here. But all the wood that I pushed in, pushed all the way to the back as far as I can, but the ones in the middle, I could push back the lumber. There was like at least 15, 20 sticks right here. I nearly touched my box about a foot away, and I had to drive like that all the way to Conroe, no, all the way to Houston with that load and deliver that load. Man, I was terrified when that happened, man. It's like, man, I was freaking out the whole entire time when I had that load, because I ran out of time. I ended up staying in Paris, Texas at a truck stop, and next morning haul down to Houston and go deliver that load. And luckily, if I got the load, I feel a lot better when that load is no longer with me anymore, you know, and able to deliver that load and be square with it, you know. But I made my money for that load. But man, it's just be so thankful to be alive, man. You know, this job here, you make a lot of money, man. This blue collar job right here that I have, and you gotta have a passion for it. If you don't have passion in trucking or in passion in whatever you do, you're not gonna make it. You know, you're always gonna be miserable, not happy all the time. But this job right here, I make good money, but it's also dangerous, man. Even though I drive safe, other drivers, man, don't respect and care for truckers. And when they cut you off at that, it can kill that truck driver, especially when they're hauling flatbed. Takers too. Takers is also dangerous too. But in my eyes, flatbed is the most dangerous one. Okay, I've been driving takers for 10 years, hauling crude oil for 10 years, and now I'm doing flatbed for 2 years now, and I like it. It's just a very dangerous job. So I'm just thankful that I'm here now, still breathing, my heart's still pumping. I'd be able to go home to my family and be with my fiance and the kids, you know, the dogs and the cats, and just be thankful that I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it just freaked me out the whole entire time that day. Just, man, I just wish people will respect truck drivers more and give them space and give them what they need, and you know, that way they do what they gotta do to do this load, to do the job, because we make the world go around, you know, supply and demand. We move the materials for America, you know what I mean? So that's, even though it's a job for us, but we're doing it. We're out here. When that happened in Antlers, Oklahoma, I'm away from Houston, like 6 hours away from Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm far away from here. I'm far away from home. I didn't even go home for this past couple of days of, I guess, last week's run. So it was like, actually this week, this past year, this week we're here run. I just, man, just working and making my money and do what I can to do, and trying to be prepared of any bad things happen to me, or casualties of could kill me doing a load like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I'm just thankful to be alive, you know? When I showed that picture to Mr. Lee when I got there to get it fixed yesterday, to fix these work lights right here yesterday, he was surprised. I was like, man, thank God I put that head rack for you. It's like, yeah, it's a good thing you put it on for me and I bought it, you know? And you know, when the head rack, if you're a truck driver, if you're hauling flatbed, I highly suggest to put more than 2 U-bolts to hold your head rack, because they only put 2. I put 4, you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. They usually put one in the middle, one in the middle here, and one right here. And that's how they do. But I told Mr. Lee, hey, since I got this head rack here, I want 4. I don't want 2, I want 4. I want to hold as hard as I can. So just in case that the lumber load or a pipe load or a billet load slams in and hit the head rack, it doesn't penetrate the truck and won't kill me, you know? If you guys been watching my videos, I made a video in the past. Jake's uncle, we were hauling billets. I was behind him, and he had to slam on his brakes as well, and it hit the head rack and bit the head rack, but it didn't go through and went through the truck and killed him. You know what I mean? So, man, I made a video on that on my YouTube channel. Just go down there and watch it, and you'll see it. It says a very bad day, unexpected, and that truck got totaled too, by the way. You know, that truck got totaled. The insurance totaled that truck out. But man, just thankful to be alive. You know what I'm saying? if it wasn't for this hat rack, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what would happen. You know, I probably wouldn't go home. You know, me and be home with my family, you know? So, give and take, man. Just thankful to be alive. Guys, give me a thumbs like, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell. Every Friday is always a new video. Hope I'm still continue to breathe and live and be safe and come home to be with my family, and also making a YouTube video for you guys. If that wasn't for that hair rack, I'll probably be alive, and who's gonna do any more YouTube videos for you guys to watch? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, just Anyhow, guys, peace. I'm out. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. You truck drivers out there, be safe, all right? Till next time, peace. I'm out.